Damn, good question.
Going that way, guys.
Terence Crawford and Gervonta Davis got into a furious fight outside a Miami nightclub, generating chaos. We're talking about punches thrown, families disregarded, and careers at stake. It all began when Gervonta went too far, casting serious darkness on Crawford and his family. And if that wasn't enough, he insulted Crawford for running around with Canelo. This argument had been simmering for months, but it erupted last night in the most spectacular way. Let's break it down. Crawford, who is known for keeping his calm, initially tried to dismiss it, but Davis soon began clapping back over Crawford's quest of a fight with Canelo Alvarez. The mood turned volatile. Davis scoffed at Crawford, saying, "Canelo doesn't care about you. Man, you're only looking for a fight to make money." Let us set the scenario. It was a typical wild night in Miami, with celebrities and athletes taking over the city's hottest nightclub. Terence Crawford and Gervonta Davis are among the VIPs, ready to celebrate their recent victory. The two boxing stars were in different sections initially, but as the night progressed, their paths inevitably collided. According to eyewitnesses, Davis approached Crawford in a hostile manner.
Bit of a fight with you and Terence Crawford. It would be one of the biggest in boxing.
We don't talking about yet about the fight. Me and Tukash know each other, and then we wanna see what happened.
And when do you want to get out next? I know you're here in London tonight. When are you going to be in a camp?
Very nice.
When are you going to be in a camp? I know you're
In
here.
camp, training camp in March.
Okay, so
At the beginning of the middle of the February.
If you've been following the boxing world, you'll understand why this flash happened. Crawford and Davis have been battling for months, fueled by a series of social media jabs and comments. In an instant, Crawford had reached his breaking point. Crawford snapped and charged at Davis, delivering a punch that caught everyone off guard. Security officials rushed in to separate the two, but the scene had already devolved into anarchy. People screamed, cameras flashed, and the club was completely disorderly. It was a remarkable occasion, but not in a good manner. The rivalry began when Crawford scolded Davis for not being invited to the Turkey Alalshik Special Ring Award ceremony in London, which Davis took personally. Davis, never one to back down, responded by accusing Crawford of prioritizing profits over talent, particularly with his controversial decision to face Canelo Alvarez.
Are you retiring? Are you losing the love?
What changed?
What made this shit trash? Garbage.
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Matter. Gervonta, something should have happened at the time, because when we saw you when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything? Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby usually they're around to?
You think you might be gaining love for it though? You never know. Like, like say you got to walk today.
Insults flew back and forth. Each one is sharper than the last. This feud has been making headlines for a long time, but no one anticipated it to escalate to actual violence until recently.
Bud Crawford, just won his debut at 154. Said if the money's right, we'll fight. Everybody wants that fight. What do you feel about that matchup? People saying the weight, all this stuff. How do you feel about that?
You know, everybody wants to fight me. Everybody calling me out and everything. And you know, like I say, I have nothing to win with Crawford. 2-3 weights plus less than me. But if the money is right, why not? Right? Why not? But look, I'm focused 100% on Berlanga. I know I have a challenge in front. I never overlook any fighter. So I'm focused 100% in this, and then we...
Let's get into the Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez feud, which Davis used to criticize Crawford. Crawford's decision to move up to 168 pounds and face Canelo for his unified super middleweight titles has aroused varied reactions.
Terence Crawford was Turkey Al-Sheikh at the other event across town, put out an open challenge to you on the internet with Turkey Al-Sheikh calling you out. What's your response to Terence Crawford's call out tonight?
No comments.
On the one hand, some see it as a hazardous move, an opportunity to cement his legacy by taking on one of the sport's most renowned figures. Critics claim Crawford is merely looking for a salary and has no chance of defeating Canelo.
Hey, I want Canelo. Is there anybody in the camp that would say, you're not ready for this?
That's a big boy. He's strong. That's a conversation. It's not just, oh man, you will whoop his ass.
Like, yes, man type stuff.
I'm not worried about Canelo. I'm not thinking about Canelo. I'm just focused on Israel Magno.
In a small way, is this a stepping stone to your dream fight?
I don't look at fights as a stepping stone. It's about now.
Davis didn't hold back on this issue, criticizing Crawford for thinking Canelo cares about him or the fight. Canelo is distracted with more important concerns. Davis claims Adley is unaware of your existence, yet you are out here calling for a fight as if it is your retirement plan.
Metal shield and you have a glass shield. Talk about the punch resistance. What do you think it takes to assessment, man?
We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Could he get it in the future?
Too little.
I mean, you came up from 35, right?
He ain't fighting no real guys at 47.
See, okay. What about everyone's talking about Errol fighting the winner of Canelo and Jamel. Could you ever do that? Is that too much weight or?
What, 168?
Yeah.
I ain't going up there.
Right.
So you got Canelo winning then, right? Then
speed fighting at 168.
Many have labeled the Crawford-Canelo bout a circus event created for entertainment rather than sporting value.
Friend, my brother, Terence Crawford, wants to fight Canelo.
Yeah.
Just from your expert opinion, knowing how Canelo fights, what he's like in the ring, I know you haven't been in the ring with Terence, but what do you think of that fight?
I truly believe, that, anything can happen in boxing, you know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that I favor Canelo is that, is his weight.
Yeah.
And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford could match anybody and probably do way better, you know what I'm saying? But, Crawford is a legend, bro.
Yeah.
And like I said, you can't count him.
Boxing experts and pundits believe Crawford should earn his chance at 168 by facing the top contenders rather than being handed a direct ticket against Canelo. Davis' words hit a chord, sending Crawford over the brink.
Is that career defining? Is this a legacy fight for you?
Well, when I got shot, for me to change my life the way that I did and stop hanging out with the guys that I hung out with, my career started going up. And yes, this is a legacy fight for me. This is a mega fight. This is a superstar fight. This is all those in one with me and Errol Spence Jr. A lot of people, they writing me off because they say, oh, well, he's too small, or he haven't fought nobody like Errol Spence, or his resume is this, or his resume that. There's a lot of things that a lot of people can say, but on July 29th, all the answers to everybody's questions.
When the Crawford-Davis battle was announced, fans went bananas. Social media was lighted up like a Christmas tree with hashtags such as #SHA or Club Chaos and #SharkitDavis, and the boxing scandal is swiftly spreading. Many supporters support Crawford, believing Gervonta crossed the line by including his family in the battle. Others say Tank is simply exploiting the situation to maintain his status as he approaches retirement. And let's be honest, Gervonta isn't simply throwing hands for fun. He's generating buzz, and it's working.
What changed? What made this shit trash, garbage?
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
Gervonta, something should have happened during the time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment. And now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything? Where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford or Leonard Edelby? Usually they're around to.
You think you might be gaining love for it, though? You never know. Like say you got to cross today.
But here's the kicker: Gervonta isn't just focused on Crawford. He is reportedly in talks for a massive rematch with Ryan Garcia. We're talking about a $150 million contract backed by none other than Turki Alalshik, the man who has bankrolled some of boxing's most spectacular events.
I'll fight Ryan again. If they're not on some host, I'll tax that ass again. Tell them boys to give me 150 M's. I'm coming. You know what I mean? When I start screaming out that, and that, stop it, knock it off, cuz. Stop it. Tell them send that bag and I'm coming. And I'm,
Turki participation is more than just money. He wants to bring that big show energy to every bout he enters. He is the one in charge of planning. He's involved in Crawford and Gervonta's most recent moves, which are fueling these crossover wars and mega fights.